Hey Glenda, how you doing? So let's get your here's your presentation. The first thing I want to mention is this type right here has most almost certainly been altered. It looks like it's been stretched. It's definitely not the original proportions of these letters. I mean, it's really super obvious, especially in the R. So you don't ever want to do that. Remember, somebody spent a long time designing this. So let's maintain the integrity and the original intent of that. So that's a general practice, and that's a best practice in typography is not to stretch or otherwise skew the type. Okay, so you have your security, your panel here, and I want to go down to your writing here because so you have your panel, your framework, your design. There's two panels stand up beside. So you say using reusable materials for the booth display. And that's awesome because that's the whole idea. Yes, reusable and recyclable at the end. Designing the trade show booth, energy, color shades of green. I get that. Booth panels could be made of plastic. Uh-oh, blah, blah, womp, right there, plastic. Can't do it, man. Plastic is petroleum based. Let's think of something else. If not, maybe definitely mention that could be some sort of a reusable or some sort of a plastic, maybe not definitely not a polymer. Um, okay, so that needs to be indicated. Two panels put together by hinges. We need to know what those hinges are made of and the sustainability of those. Okay, so that's the sustainable side. Also, information collateral. You're talking about giving away a magnet, but we need to know what is involved in making a magnet, what's involved in the production, and what are the hazards of handing out a magnet. What's the carbon footprint of a magnet? Okay, and then the same thing with your mugs and your pens. But I want to segue and go over to your presentation right now. And I just want to mention that right now I'm not seeing much of a difference between just a regular old design project and a sustainability project. So in other words, you're saying this is green, but that doesn't mean it's sustainable. You know, tie this whole thing together. What does this have to do? We have two walls and a table. That's not design. Okay, that's two walls and a table. I need you to design a booth that is in accordance with your concept so the whole thing ties together. A green wall with a green table doth not equal sustainability. Do you see what I'm saying? So it has to be really specifically clear. All right, this needs to tie in as well, and more so than just with the a like color and a good color palette and a good consistent use of color and type in between your pieces. It's got to tie in more conceptually with the other pieces, and likewise with these. Energy security green mug. What does that mean? Why isn't that a green mug? Because it's green? Because it's green doesn't mean it's green. I mean, just because it's the green in color doesn't mean it's green. What makes this a green mug? Do you see what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm just trying to drive this home. This is a special topics, contemporary design issue. So we're trying to tie this whole thing in together to get this design thinking kicking in, so that we're just taking this a level deeper than what we're used to doing in just a normal collateral and a design campaign, as it were. Okay. Any questions? Feel free to holler at me. Thanks, Glenda.